Ripple does work with a number of central banks around the world. We've publicly announced some of them. And we're in the phase of kind of testing, experimenting, and they're issuing their central bank issued digital currencies on the XRP ledger.
This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, couple decades.
Who knows, maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand them a little crypto check, right? We'll hand them a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion.
Trump is mapping out Elon's plan. Yeah.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks up big. Guys, make sure you watch the video I did last night. Jamie Dimon maps out the steps to get to the digital economy. But only if you're conscious, you understood what he was saying. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget we have options tomorrow. It's like clockwork. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates moving up. We have the dollar up. And then, of course, we have markets up big. And we know that makes no sense, but we know why. Now, we have volume in crypto right now is down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Gyroscope rolls out yield-bearing version of stablecoin targeting over 10% yield. And yield on stablecoins are definitely the future, right along with staking. And then we have the Fed, repo at $286 billion. Remember, guys, this was at $2.5 trillion and has moved down to $286 billion. And we know it's going to keep further moving down. And we know Janet Yellen has the safety blankets in the back. But guys, make sure you're pulling that repo on a daily basis during the week. Now we have Franklin Templeton's tokenized money market fund expands to Arbitrum. And remember, guys, this is real world assets being tokenized.
So the 4IR is coming fast. It's time to educate the youth.
And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale all up. And we have Bitwise and Grayscale seek approval for those options for Ethereum, Bitcoin ETFs. And guys, we know the casino is definitely coming. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Japan's MetaPlanet arranges loans to buy 6.8 million of Bitcoin. They're like the Michael Saylor strategy of Japan. Now we have Hong Kong digital bank Mt.Gox as crypto ETFs, and we know nothing happens in Hong Kong without China's approval. Remember, Hong Kong is a straw man for China. Now we have Stripe partners with Bitstamp to make crypto buying easier for European users, but is not allowed in the UK. But we see the EU definitely pushing adoption. Now we have Path taps Gemini as custodian for new automated crypto portfolio app. And we're definitely seeing this digital economy get built out right in front of the sheep's eyes. And then lastly, guys, we have the Ripple movie is over, and we have XRP skyrockets. Ripple only gets a $125 million penalty, But guys, we know this is all a movie. Only thing you got to do is get your popcorn, sit back, and let it play out. You can clearly see this case started it all with all these SEC lawsuits. You got lawsuit after lawsuit after Ripple. And we know this was nothing but a distraction to kick the can down the road for regulation. Remember, they want the emerging markets to rise because the United States is about to fall right along with that United States World Reserve currency. We're going to a level playing field. And that's the reason why all this spending in the United States is going to come to an end. And the new president that we get, whoever it is, has to move us over to this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, guys, this is biblical. It's in that good book. Only thing you have to do is read it. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.